It is under 3 weeks to go till my attempt on the Bob Graham round. I fly to the UK in 10 days. The attempt itself is on the 19th of June. Haven't made one of these update videos for a while. I have been posting more regularly on socials, Instagram, Facebook. That's kind of new to me, reels and stories and all that stuff, but I'm told that's how you spread the word and reach more people, and I'm doing that mostly to try and raise awareness of the fundraising that I'm trying to do through this effort. And anyway, I'll put links to those in the description if you want to have a look. But just an update on how things are going. I'm so thankful to God for how He's been sustaining my body over these weeks and months. I've been putting it under a fair bit of stress, and there's been a lot else going on at work and in the family, and it's kind of remarkable that I haven't had any major injuries. Had some niggles, but nothing that's really affected me for more than a few days, and no illnesses, incredibly. My training's been going well, not fully consistent, but I'm happy with it. Yesterday I did my last big run, 35 kilometers and 2,300 meters of elevation around Black Hill Conservation Park on the Backyard Everest course. Really challenging terrain, pretty rocky, bouldery, but I felt strong, felt fit, and very little soreness, even today, the day after, and not much fatigue either, which is really pleasing, and I think is a sign of greater strength in my legs. I've also had a couple of massages recently, which I'm sure has been beneficial. The massage therapist did say that my hips and glutes are particularly tight. He said it was too late to sort them out fully before the attempt, but he's given them a pretty good going over, and I've been working to try and stretch and strengthen them as well. I think also I've got a better idea of what I'm doing with my hydration and nutrition. Still not a very scientific approach, but I'm more consistent with taking in calories, which I'm sure has been helping as well. So, all in all, going really well. I think basically I'm as prepared as I ever will be. Of course, I wish I'd been able to do more, but realistically, with everything else, I'm happy with where I'm at, and I think I'm in with a shot. Last Thursday, I had a 2-hour Zoom call with Charlie Day, my man on the ground in the Lake District, and I'm just so thankful for him, for his support and help in organising the logistics for the round. I'll even be staying with Charlie and his family during my time in the Lake District. Fun fact that I discovered on Thursday, not only are Charlie and I both trail runners and Anglican ministers, but we also both have a strong dislike for cucumber. So I found a true soulmate. On the call we discussed kit that I'll need on the round, and I'm going to borrow a bunch of stuff from him and others. Talked about nutrition, we talked about logistics for the round, and transporting support runners to and from the start of each leg. We talked about what to do in the week leading up to the attempt that I'll have in the lakes. So I'm landing at Heathrow on the morning of Thursday the 11th of June, and travelling up to the Lake District that day, so I'll arrive by the evening. Then on the Friday, the very next day, Charlie and I are helping to support another runner on his Bob Graham attempt. We'll join him for leg 3, which is the longest, the toughest leg, and hopefully I won't be suffering jet lag too much, and it'll be really helpful to recce a section of the route and get a feel for the terrain and the pace that you need to go at to get around within the time. I'll then have a week to recover from that and from the jet lag, and generally rest a lot. I'll do some walking, light jogging, just keep moving. I'll have a look at some key points on the round, but mostly just enjoy being in what is one of my favourite places in the world. We also talked through the support runners that Charlie has recruited for my attempts. So there are 5 sections to the Bob Graham round, broken up by road crossings, and I'll have 2 support runners on each leg to help navigate and carry supplies. Of the 10 needed, we've got 9 locked in, and they are quality. A couple of mountain rescue volunteers who know those hills extremely well, and a number of extremely talented fell runners. I'm really humbled by their willingness to come and help support someone they've never met from the other side of the world and support me to have a go at fulfilling a 20-year-old dream. And I'm looking forward to meeting them. The fundraising is going well, and thank you to all of you who have contributed so generously. I set a target of $30,000 towards the 4 charities that I'm fundraising for. As of today, just over 19,000 has been raised, which is amazing. I'm reaching out to some local businesses to try and raise the last 10,000 here, and I'm hoping that a couple of recent media opportunities will help persuade them to contribute. So in terms of media opportunities, there was a really nice article written for the Adelaide Anglican publication, and then I had a short interview on the breakfast show for the Adelaide Christian radio station Life FM a couple of weeks ago. I'll put links to those in the description. I'm not sure if I'll make another YouTube video before the attempt. I'll try to keep going with the daily posts on Instagram and Facebook. As I said, I'll put links to those in the description. I'm going to have a live tracker so you can follow along on the day, and I'll post a link to that on my socials. I think that's all I have to say. Thanks so much for being part of the journey.